Yesterday, I read a brief snippet of a piece in the New York Times by Sonia Nazario about what kids are facing there. And there, I mean in El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. She returned to Honduras to do some reporting and found that the vast majority of child migrants are fleeing not poverty, but violence. The dominance, she writes, in the past few years of foreign drug cartels in Honduras, especially ones from Mexico, has increased the reach and viciousness of the violence. One woman who lives in Nueva Suapa, where she visited, says children began leaving en masse for the United States 3 years ago. That was around the time that narcos started putting serious pressure on kids to work for them. At the Nueva Supaya's only high school, narcos recruited inside the school 5 students, mostly 12 and 13-year-olds, reported that a man had ordered them to use and distribute drugs or he would kill their parents. By March, 1 month into the new school year, 67 of 450 students had left the school out of fear. Girls face particular dangers. 3 girls recently were raped and killed in Nueva Suapa, one only 8 years old. 2 15-year-olds were abducted and raped. The kidnappers told them if they didn't get in the car, they would kill their entire families. Some parents no longer let their girls go to school for fear of their being kidnapped. Milagro Martinez, a 19-year-old girl, had been told repeatedly by narcos that she would be theirs or end up dead. Last summer, she made her first attempt to reach the U.S. Here there is only evil, she says. It's better to leave than have them kill me here. She headed north with her 21-year-old sister, a friend who had also been threatened, and $170 among them. She was stopped and deported from Mexico. Now back in Nueva Suapa, she stays locked inside her mother's house. I hope God protects me. I'm afraid to step outside. Last year, she says, 6 minors as young as 15 were killed in her neighborhood. Some were hacked apart. A local pastor says you never call the cops. The cops themselves will retaliate and kill you. That girl, incidentally, plans to return to the United States. She will keep leaving until she gets through. This is obviously not about poverty. This is about seeking refuge. Countries neighboring Syria, she notes, have absorbed 3 million refugees. The countries surrounding Iraq absorbed 2 million during our invasion. The idea that we can't absorb 60, 70,000 children a year is pathetic. It's pathetic. We spend $50 billion a year on one jet fighter program that has yet to literally launch. And the idea that Henry Cuellar would promote a mechanism in which to essentially turn these kids through a mill and send them back to this place is just, it's just shocking. Yeah, it really should be called the Speed Up Children Getting Raped and Killed Act of 2014.